You're welcome back to the news at 10, coming to you live from Abuja. Now, ahead of the 2019 governorship election, members of Akwa Ibom community in the 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory have endorsed the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Obong Ikere. Speaking in Abuja at a ceremony, the President General of the Akwa Ibom community, Mr. Tommy Etemokun, explains that the decision to endorse Obong Ikere ahead of other candidates is to ensure the reconnection of the state to politics at the center. He adds that aligning with the center will guarantee a speedy development of the state, as Obong Ikere remains the best candidate to transform Akwa Ibom State.
It was a carnival-like atmosphere as members of the Akwa Ibom community in Abuja and the 19 northern states gathered to celebrate the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Obong Ikere. One after the other, the leaders of APC in Akwa Ibom State highlight the essence of the gathering.
This is a gathering of the future. This is a gathering of Akwa Ibom people. That whatever is bound on earth is bound in heaven. Whatever you decide here today will be implemented in Akwa Ibom State. From Uyo to all the local governments. I want to tell you why we are going to win. We have a better program. I am on this stick. Listen now. I am not on APC ticket because of zoning.
Then it was a turn of the man of the moment. The Akwa Ibom State governorship candidate of the APC unveils his agenda for the state.
We've gone with a message of change to the people, predicated on the 5 pillars of change. Number 1, that will bring economic prosperity to every Akwa Ibom child. That we will fight poverty and fight unemployment. And we have specific programs that we will do to ensure that money gets into the hands of people, that will empower human beings to be able to start businesses of their own and support them.
His agenda for the state received the endorsement and the blessing of the leadership of the Akwa Ibom State community in Abuja. The candidate of the APC is promising to reciprocate the trust given to him by these indigenes of Akwa Ibom by matching his words with action.
Meanwhile, Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano has rounded off the campaign tour of the 21 local government areas of his state for candidates of the All Progressives Grand Alliance contesting different positions. The last 4 local government areas visited include Anambra East, Anambra West, Ogbaru and Idemili. Governor Obiano also used the tour to reconcile warring communities, appealing to everyone to pursue peace.
Anambra East is Governor Willie Obiano's local government area, and the massive solidarity he enjoys is evident. The township stadium here is filled to capacity, with party faithful and the governor, whose visit is in 2 parts. One, to appreciate the people's support for his re-election, and to rally support for APGA candidates.
Our governor is trying to institutionalize government in Anambra State. House of Rep, 15 over 15. House of Assembly, 15 over 15.
You know, after this election, I still have 3 more years. Do you understand that? So for those who are yet to benefit from this government, you will benefit. Those who have not seen any infrastructure in their area, it will be done.
Anambra West is the next port of call, and Governor Obiano preaches peace and reconciliation. Aggrieved members are reconciled with the party.
The little skirmishes that took place in Omwem and some part of Enzam have been resolved. If you go there, you will notice that soldiers have been deployed to the area, and whoever feels he will fight his brother again will be dealt with.
Ogbaru people troop out en masse to receive the governor. They appreciate his intervention in their area during the flood period, and they assure him of block votes for APGA. Obosi, in Idemili North local government area, is almost the largest community with the highest voting strength. But there is no accord, and it has been affecting APCA in the area. Governor Obiano does the unprecedented to reconcile the traditional rulers and one of the citizens of the town.
Let me thank His Excellency for his personal visit to Obosi Kingdom today. It shows that His Excellency has the people of Obosi and in fact Idemili North in his mind.
As the campaign rounds off, APCA says it's ready for the presidential and National Assembly elections come February 16th and the State Assembly elections on March the 2nd.
And that's all from Abuja. Back to you, Melinda.
Thank you so much, Linda. The governorship candidate of the Action Alliance in Imo State, Mr. Uche Nwosu, has promised to empower 100,000 youths in his first 2 years of his administration. That's if he's elected governor of the state. Mr. Nwosu mentioned this during a campaign rally held at several local government areas, where he promised to make Imo a one-city state by dualizing all the major roads linking all the local government areas across the state.
Cheers ring out as the governorship candidate of the Action Alliance in Imo State makes his entry into Ngo-Okpala local government area. The aspirant, Mr. Uche Nwosu, immediately gets down to business, declaring his intentions for the people.
My first year in office, I want to empower nothing less than 100,000 Imo women and youths.
The next port of call for the campaign team is Owerri North local government area, and it's more of the same. Vote for me and you will feel the dividends of democracy.
I want to have a one-city state where development will run across all the local governments in Imo State. That is the meaning that I have come to work.
Supporters who have trooped out express their trust in the promises of their preferred candidate.
We are talking about a man within our age bracket, a man that understands what the youth understand. And I tell you, by the grace of God, knowing what God can do, on 2nd of March, Imo people will turn their votes to Ugumbu Nwosu.
As the team plans for the next community of party supporters to visit, the memories of this will boost their confidence of a successful outing at the polls.
Now let's cross over to business news, where Anne will be telling us how much the DPR has been able to mop up as royalties.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Melinda, and welcome to Business News. More than 1.2 trillion naira has been mopped up as royalties from the oil and gas sector following the tracking system adopted by the Department of Petroleum Resources, the DPR. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Kachikwu, made this known while reeling out 5 strategic computer-based tracking systems for the industry. According to him, Nigeria can now have tracking production volume of oil companies, vessel movement, and point of delivery of crude. Some of the computer-based initiatives are the crude oil and LNG tracking, fiscal payment administration system, national production monitoring system, real indebtedness recovery for royalties, amongst other things. With just a few days to the general elections, Nigeria's stock market maintained a positive sentiment today for the 7th consecutive session. Investors are still extending bargain hunting across all the major counters. Teniola Shibawale has the details.
Thanks, Dan. The bulls continue their rampage at the domestic stock market, starting off the second week of February with a 0.80% rise at the close of today's trading session. This comes as investors continue to defy the current election-related tensions ahead of decision day this weekend to trade a total of 551.58 million shares worth over 5 billion naira in over 5,200 transactions. All 5 sectors of the market recorded positive performance, led by a nearly 2% rally by the banking sector, pushing total market value higher by 93 billion naira. The trio of Cadbury, Lasoko and Owando top a list of 40 gainer, up by 10% each. CNI Leasing led 9 other losers, down by 9.96%, while Access Bank had the most traded equity for the day. That's it on the stock market report. I'm Teniola Shobowale. Back to you, Anne.
Thanks a lot, Teniola. Meanwhile, it's also mostly positive starts for the week for major stock markets around the world. Investors are still focusing attention firmly on fresh round of U.S.-China trade talks this week. Let's see the numbers for today. Thanks for watching Business News Tonight. I'm Anne Nwaudu. It's back to you, Melinda.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Anne. Still ahead on the news at 10. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer eager for his biggest test as Manchester United manager as the Red Devils host PSG in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 fixture at Old Trafford. That's on Sports News. Stay with us.